My neighbor came out just as we were by the front door. It was Kathleen who came out. She is around Mum's age, I guess, but we have only chatted a few times when I moved in. Oh, hi there, said Kathleen. You must be Patricia's mum, so that would make you Charlotte then, I presume. Peter has mentioned about you, but I don't think he is in. Oh, I know, replied Mummy. He came to visit and decided to go stay with his aunt for a few days' break, and we are just here to check on the house for him. Oh, he should have said, replied Kathleen. I would have saved you the journey and kept an eye on things. Well, maybe once we are done here today, said Mummy, you can keep an eye on the house for us. He might be away for a while as he has lots of holidays to use up. With that, Mummy unlocked the door and let both of us in, closing it behind us. Well, you made it so far, sweetie, said Mummy, looking ever so pleased with herself. I think there will be no turning back for little Patricia now. I have to admit that it was very scary, Mummy, I said, glad to be safely in my house. I was so nervous about being out, but I guess you were correct. Even Kathleen thought that I was Charlotte. Well, now we are here, I think that you had best show me around, said Mummy. It's been a while since I have been inside here and you have done so much with the place. But before I had a chance to catch up with myself, Mummy had set off to see the house for herself. I turned to follow her, but she was already halfway up the stairs, heading towards my spare bedrooms for some reason. I caught up with her as she was standing in my spare room staring out at the view across the garden and field behind. It really is nice looking out of here, and you do have a lot of room available. I think that there would be plenty of room for you to store some things for me if I ever needed it, Mummy said, looking out then around the room. I was getting a bit nervous at this point as Mum picked the wrong room in my eyes to go looking in. This was my special room where I kept my own little things. I could see Mummy eyes looking towards the wardrobe. This was the only thing in here apart from the bed. She walked over towards it, about to open the doors. Well, this is big enough for you to keep all Charlotte's clothes in, she said to me, opening the door. Is it empty right now? Before I had chance to answer or stop her, it was too late. The doors were open and inside, hanging in plain sight, were my baby things. A simple satin dress, a plain pink onesie, and my own little school dress that I had bought similar to Charlotte's summer dress. But worst of all, sitting on the bottom shelf of the wardrobe was my selection of plastic and frilly panties, along with my packet of nappies. Well, 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 little Patricia, said Mum in a very sarcastic tone, or maybe it should be baby Patricia. You really have been a busy little one, haven't you, since you moved out? Mummy, I replied, you were not supposed to see any of this, but I guess it's all too late now. Well, this does change our outlook on things, doesn't it, sweetie, she said, looking more mischievous now. I knew you had been trying a few things when at home, but I did not realize that you had tried so much naughtiness. I think you had best explain. I did not really know where to begin but tried my best. I guess it all started when one day you accidentally put a pair of Charlotte's panties in with my briefs at home. I left them there for ages and resisted not trying them, but one day I accidentally picked them up and they just felt so soft. Patricia, sweetie, replied Mummy, I did not put them there by accident, and I wanted to see what your reaction would be to them. They were not Charlotte's, but some that I bought especially for you, she said, but please carry on. I gulped and then carried on trying to explain.